Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing some rock hounding along the Mississippi River, and it should be pretty fun. So let's get right to it. Well, we have our first couple of rocks, or interesting rocks I guess. There's this quartzy thing, and then this thing just has some interesting crystals in it. Some type of porphyry. Looks like there's a couple of other pieces of quartz. There's quite a few tracks down here. These are deer tracks, and then my guess would probably be those are probably otter tracks. There's definitely a lot of otters in this area, but I don't know for sure exactly what tracks they are. All right, pretty excited about this. Get it washed off and see how good of a piece it is. So I'm really picky when it comes to my jaspers, because I find a ton of them, and I'm not going to keep this one because it has these spots that are kind of worn down more than the rest of it. And so when I tumble that, those are going to undercut, and the rock's just not going to turn out all that good. So that's why I'm so picky with these, because like I said, I find a lot of them and not all of them really turn out. So I'd rather fill my rock tumbler with stuff that's going to turn out really nice. We have our first agate. Got some nice limonite staining on it, and it looks like it has some pretty good bands in it. Let me get it wet here. Oh yeah, wow. That's a good find. Good agate to start off with. Hopefully we find some bigger and better ones. All right, if this is what I think it is, oh. So you can see right along there those weird looking, you can see it all along this face here. These are all conchoidal fractures. There's a tiny bit of limonite staining. And there you can see the banding. Let me get this rinsed off. That's a nice find. Oh, wow. Almost dropped it. Those are some really beautiful bands. How about that other side? It's got good bands too. Pretty good start on agates so far. This rock here's got my attention. This one's kind of weird too. Nope, not an agate. Looks like a piece of granite or something. I found some more interesting tracks. These are great blue heron tracks, and they are quite large. I think these are size 10 or 11 crocs, so yeah, great blue herons have some pretty good sized feet. All right, this rock here looks kind of interesting. That kind of looks like some agate banding in there. Let me get this rinsed off. It's weird because it doesn't really look like a typical agate. That is weird. That just has like a big agate seam in it. That is just a bizarre rock. I just picked up this piece of glass and I'm not sure what it's from, but you can find lots of weird stuff in the river. And this one's got kind of a weird shape and it's got some letters on it. I can make out pint and then ULL and then MEA. So I'm not sure what that would be. See, this is the difficulty of rock hounding the Mississippi River. Even the rocks on shore are very stained. And I'm not even going to bother trying to figure out what any of those are. It's also, as you can see by my feet, very muddy. So I've been lucky enough not to lose a croc yet, but it's gotten a little hairy in some spots. But so far, just for those 2 agates, it's been worth it. But it's been a really long time since I've found really anything. That looks like jasper, but it might just be stained. Alright, well, I finally spotted something that might be worth taking home. It's just a piece of quartz, but it's kind of a pretty piece. And quartz tumbles up pretty well. Well, my agate drought is finally... Oh, mosquito. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, my agate drought has finally come to an end. It looks like we've got maybe a little bit of water level banding. Lots of quartz in that one. A couple of other rocks here that have my attention. That one just looked weird. I just picked up this very strange rock. It's almost got like a metallic sheen to it on these gray parts. Weird. See, this is one of those scenarios where I'm afraid I'm going to lose my shoe. Wanted to get to this here rock, which probably won't be anything fascinating, but it's dirty, but it doesn't really look that interesting. Totally not worth it. There's like mud all up in there. Oh, that's gross. I almost touched that. I don't care if it's just the husk or the exoskeleton or whatever the word is. It's just got a weird texture on it. All right, I spotted what looks like could be an interesting piece of jasper. Oh yeah, it's really interesting. That one I think I'm gonna hold on to. Just found a pair of pliers that I've got to think are pretty old. They definitely don't open or close anymore. I just found another little agate. Nothing super special about this one.